Okay, we're going to go over number 16. It said, what change, if any, should be made in sentence 4? And I've written sentence 4 down here. So, if you chose F, delete the comma. Let's see what happens. Here we have our comma, and here we have our fanboy. So immediately when I see a comma and I see a fanboy, I should ask myself, do I have the correct pattern? My pattern needs to be IC, comma, fanboys, IC, period. Okay? Now, they can ask me to insert a comma, to delete a comma, but they're checking to see if I know this pattern. IC, comma, fanboys, IC. So let's check. I have my comma, I have my fanboys, so now I need to see if I have an IC, if I have a complete sentence on both sides of the fanboys. Let's check. I couldn't figure out why other people cared so much. So, do I have a subject? Yes, the subject is I. Do I have a verb? Yes, couldn't figure out. I did what? Couldn't figure out. So, I have my first IC. So I have an IC, I have a comma, I have a fanboys. Now let's see if I have another IC after the fanboys. The thought of putting something into my eye gave me the creeps. What's the subject? The thought. What's the verb? Gave me the creeps. So is that a complete sentence? Yes, it is. Check. These are two complete thoughts. So I have IC, I have a comma, I have a fanboy, and I have an IC. So I cannot delete the comma, or I will not have the correct sentence pattern. Now check and see what happens if I delete and. So I put my finger over and. I couldn't figure out whether people cared so much. I know that's an IC, comma. The thought of putting something into my eye gave me the creeps, and I know that's another IC. Without the fanboy, I have IC, comma, IC. I know I cannot do this because this is a comma splice. I cannot have IC, comma, IC. This is one of those things I told you to look out for, comma, the. Comma, the is often a comma splice. And we do not want comma splices. Okay? So we've eliminated 2. Now it says change creeps with an apostrophe to creeps without an apostrophe. And I know that apostrophes show possession or contraction. Okay? So this means the creeps are owning something. And this means creeps is plural. It's more than one creep. So let's check. Here's my strategy. I go underline the word after creeps and ask if it is being owned. So, change creeps ownership to creeps plural. You have to understand apostrophe S means ownership. So I go find the word creeps and there's no word that comes after it. Okay? So the thought of putting something into my eye gave me the creeps. Are the creeps owning anything or is it just plural? It's plural. It gave me the creeps, plural. Creeps do not own anything. So my correct answer is H, and J I can rule out because I know that creeps is plural, not possessive. Now what you will do is you will do the rest of the questions to earn back your points for this question.